What's good, everybody? This is Coltrane over here at Demon Studios, and I'm here with Scottie Juug.
Yes, sir.
All right, and we're just going to talk about some songs that he's been recording over here lately within the last couple of weeks. We got a couple songs we're going to play for you, and we're going to even play one right now for you just to kick things off.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and put on the Don't Hang Up. It's the newest one. Got the bitches going crazy.
All right, let's go ahead and run it.
So I'ma stay up and let her fall asleep on the phone. Emoji this, emoji that, my baby talking pictures. I cannot commit to you if you ain't met my sister. Even if I do commit, I probably will not post you. Hit the road and do a show. I come home, then I ghost you. I live life like Kurt Cobain, well really Jimi Hendrix.
I had a couple questions about your creative process, just kind of like where you initially start a song, and then kind of where you devise the hooks within coming up with the intro.
So for me, if somebody sends me a beat,
Mm-hmm.
if they give me full creative control, I go for it.
Yeah.
But usually I select my own based upon advertisements, really.
Yeah.
Also based upon vibes.
Mm-hmm.
But like, for example, right now I've been doing a lot of Cash Cobain type because I fuck with Cash Cobain heavy. My little sister's out in New York. She
Yeah.
was in one of Ice Spice music videos. Got cut out though.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Well, that's not fair.
It is what it is, you
Yeah.
know? And so a lot of people say she's like Ice Spice. A lot of people, when I'm hey, Juice WRLD, like, so, you know, for me, I just press play and get lost.
Okay.
And like the new song I'm working on, I know we touched base on it a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Fetty Wap.
Yeah.
I wrote that last night in the hotel room, couldn't sleep. Not for any specific reason, but the energy was just there. And I was like, fuck, Fetty Wap just went away.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole bunch of rappers getting indicted.
There's a lot of Rico stuff going on
Rico,
right now.
Rico the world.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But me. So, like, you know, I got the lyrics just a little bit.
Okay.
We'll
Yeah,
play
you
the
wanna share a little
instrumental.
bit?
Yeah, I'll show you a little bit.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like, it's a beat called Thorns by Will Alexander.
Okay.
Shout out BeatStars and Will Alexander. I got it for $5.
Okay.
Buy one, get one free. MP3 lease. Then I'll just transform it to a wave in the studio when I come to Demon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Simple shit. And so it's like, Lil Bro D on the Fetty. It still ain't shit you can tell me. I was just bigging with Selly.
Okay.
Telly hop telly to telly.
Oh.
Fetty while John the cold case. I don't still shit but the third base. I was just living with no names. Snipers and wipers and slime balls. I don't even gotta remind y'all. If you run up to this do. Baby boy creeping in space coupe. I am outside when the rent due.
Ooh.
I could choose right now, repent you. Instead I stay put up with deuce. Instead I'm with wifey above dudes. Really I'm OT in club mood.
Hey.
You know what I'm saying? Just a little.
Hey. Nah,
Yeah.
that's heat, man.
For sure. So the hook is like, hey, for real. Nah, for real. You just might if you squill. You just might out the deal. You just might off a seal. You just might off a pill. You might just, cause it's real. I am the king of the hill.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's, you know.
No, I got you.
For sure.
All right. Well, we're going to go ahead and go into another song. Which one you want to introduce this song for us?
So this song is called Just a Baby. This is my rap books from prison. This is my original one. V-Lone Jug, 555, 2020. Got some bitch off a 90 Day Fiance who I used to think was bad. You know, got fuck love, because that's how I used to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And so,
Think we all been there.
for sure. Just a Baby right here. If you can see just a little bit. This was the original beat. Shout out Don Cody, because in prison you get tablets where you can buy beats for like $2, $2.17.
Yeah, I got a cousin in the can. I know.
Okay, for sure. So I had bought Top Dollar by Don Cody. It was cool, but my little sister always told me, like, don't get stuck on these beats that you got.
Yeah.
Like, keep the lyrics, keep the vibes, keep the flow, but find new shit.
Yeah.
So, not shit, but, you know.
Yeah.
So I found a new beat. Let me see who the producer is. Doesn't matter. We'll figure it out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So these are the lyrics right here. Lucky Cigarette, because don't forget what's going on, you know?
Man, I forgot what it was like to write in notebooks, actually. I've been
Yeah.
so glued to the phone when it comes to it,
Yeah.
I just don't feel inspired anymore, so I feel you.
And I get it, because when you're in a box, you're in a box, and you have to find every little piece of inspiration that you can. Like, that's why I put her, because at that time it was like goals, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And so you got the Balenciaga with the big B.
Mm-hmm. You kind of manifesting.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Got the 95 shit, rest in peace my soul, that's how I used to feel.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one right here, before we let the song play, is the newest, not the newest, but the best.
Okay.
So you got my ex, You got Quavo, Billie Eilish, me, Kylie Jenner, Zendaya, Doja Cat, Bella Poarch, and then you got my Instagram, Scottie Juug, Fear and Pain, Keep Me Sane.
Okay.
So, yeah,
No, type shit.
for sure.
All right, well, we're going to get into this next one, and we'll be right back, all
I
right?
was touching work, I was just a baby. Yeah, in and out the trap, yeah, the bando raised me. Look, got my first toolie, I was just a baby. Okay, Xannies and the perks, I be popping crazy. Look, I was on a lick, I was just a baby. Yeah, in and out the course, but they couldn't save me.
The thing that, it doesn't bother me, but it irks me,
Yeah.
is when you get these rappers and you put all, they put all this money into them in different labels and things like that to make them look like a monster,
Yeah.
to make him sound like a monster, but he's really a kitten.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can see it in his eyes. So it's like, it's cool, you know, because somebody has to create the wave, somebody has to ride the wave, somebody has to do different things. But when you're really in the streets, like I've been, unfortunately, back in the day, you're not gonna sit there and talk to a pup. You know what I mean? And sell guns and drugs and stupid shit I used to do.
Yeah, you're not gonna put your business out there.
And you're not gonna put your business out there and still be doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's just a blessing, bro. Not even a blessing in disguise to have went to prison, learn my lesson, learn my morals, my values, my code of ethics, shit like that.
Yeah.
And know that everything I've been through, my slate is clean.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And all I got to do is just keep painting.
Mm-hmm. And anything you're talking about, it's all stuff that's already dead and
It's
buried.
already-
It's
exactly.
just memories at this point.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
No, I gotcha.
Yeah. And it's cool because then it's just like, catch up. You
Yeah.
know?
Mm-hmm. They're falling behind, sitting on the same old shit that they've been sitting on.
A lot of them.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, like, top dog has always been Future.
Oh, of course.
Like,
Of course.
I remember back in the day, I think 2016, before I went to Maryland, I was at my granny house, and I was tripping on the phone on some street shit, and some dude from FBG called me talking about he was Future's nephew and all this, and at the time I was like, okay, for sure, well, I'm about to go do something, so can you get off my phone?
Yeah.
Are you a cop? And he got really mad, you know? So I get it. But then Casino's mom called me. Casino, the CEO of FBG,
Yeah.
Future's brother.
Yeah.
So she called me, and like it was like my mom was talking to me, you know? And it was like I was about to tell her, like, look, lady, I got something to do. And she was like, no, look, nigga, you need to chill out with me.
Did she sign you?
For
Just
sure.
a little bit?
She signed me and posted me on her Instagram and said, my son by faith. Like, for real. It's still on there. And it was like crazy because I don't play. I mean, I have fun. You know, I play.
Yeah, of course.
But I would never, once I realized within 3 seconds who I was talking to, somebody did that to my mom. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it was like, oh, shit. My apologies. And we prayed, and she talked to me, and she explained to me a lot of things that I'm not going to explain.
Of course.
You know, and it was just like, damn. And then, less than 3 months later, I had all access, everything to Summer 16 when Phoenix came. When they came to Phoenix.
Okay.
I got in through the back door. I was in there with all the NBA players, NFL players, and they thought I was Fetty Wap. Because my dreads were longer. I had my grill. I had my Comme des Garcons, you know.
You're just missing the glaucoma.
Yeah. yeah. And it was cool, man. I remember my fondest memory of real life Drake was just watching him jumping on the stage, flamethrowers, you know what I'm saying? And then toning it down with Marvin's Room, and all the bitches like, oh, I'm so wet. Like, I was like,
Yeah.
am I wet? You know? Like, is that possible? So, like, it was so cool. And I remember I broke from the VIP, was chilling, crowd surfing and stuff like that. And then the security was like, get your ass back. I think they thought I was Fetty Wap too. They're like, get your ass, you know what I mean? So it was cool.
No, I feel it. Alright. What else we got? So, I know we talked about some new songs that you got in the works, specifically that song Fetty Wap. We're going to go ahead and play a little bit of that instrumental, get into some more questions, and then we'll go ahead and play one more song.
Okay. So, yeah.
Then I got a couple closing questions for you, and then we'll go ahead and give it a little send-off, all right?
For sure.
All right.
Yeah, so the Fetty Wap, really, bro, it's about fentanyl. I mean, full disclosure, it's fucking everybody up.
Yeah.
And fucked me up before. I almost OD'd. Rest in peace, my little homie Wally. He OD'd in prison. I don't know if it was a hot shot or if he just was fucking up and he OD'd on accident. But me personally, I had done my deeds with fentanyl and I almost OD'd. The only thing that saved me was God.
Yeah.
So it may be a dark song, but the meaning behind it is like...
Hey, dark can always be helpful when you need it to be.
Yeah. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course, man. But let's get into this last song real quick, and then we'll go ahead and give our closing questions. And I guess that'll be a wrap then.
Yeah, and I'm going to just do a little bit more lyrics on Fetty Wap real quick.
All right, bet.
Before we let it...
Nah, of course.
So the beginning of the second verse... Watch when you smoking with members. I never trust a pretender. I am a slime bitch's dinner. So come and eat with a winner. Long live Keed. Long live X. Owe us. Next. APs. Protects. You can't even dress like a rep. Heard your hand shake when you step. Calm down, don't puke, don't sweat. I done let off in a crew neck. I done let off in a turtleneck. Shots. Shots. Oh, you ain't heard him yet? Left her old man, he a nervous wreck. And I am him. I'm without sin. I'd call the cops again. If you ever drop a opposition, call 12, they gon' come. Only way you can beat a body is, bro, if you don't run. Yeah, you might still beat it, but cold cases are not fun.
That's deep.
Yeah.
Nah, that's deep, man. No, I feel you. I personally haven't gone through those type of struggles, but I know people very close to me that have gone through it. I actually lost a couple family members due to this shit.
And I'm sorry to hear that.
It is what it is at the end of the day, but I know you've probably seen the same type of shit. So.
Yeah, my cousin Lil D, Free Lil D, even though he's tripping sometimes, he unfortunately had a moment where he murdered somebody and he did the proper protocol and he still went to prison. And that's just what it is. And I pray... Not every night for him, I'm not going to lie, but I do pray sometimes that he gets his shit together or he's going to be right back in that revolving door and he's going to be like, fuck.
Right back in the same clink he was.
Exactly.
All right, well, we'll go ahead and get into that last song real quick and then we'll move into our closing questions. And all right.
But I'm not accepted and not neglected. My bae will have her life protected. That's wife-daughter shit. And I'm with all the shit. But you can miss me with the drama and Kalana pen. I moved mountains in 2 days and then forgot the shit. She hit me without good vibes and I'ma block the bitch.
So, in this last song we just played, you had a quote that went, I moved mountains in 2 days and forgot the shit. You mind elaborating a little bit on that?
So, for me, it's like, I've always been a member of the Say Less Club, so it's kind of like, if you don't know, you don't know. If you know, you know.
Yeah.
And so, I went through a lot. I've been in and out of the hospital. I've been in and out of jail, even after getting out of jail. But my faith in God, my family support, my inner circle has came together and just moved a lot.
For sure.
And so, by the grace of God, I'm here today.
Yeah.
Not saying I shouldn't be, but I wouldn't have been if it wasn't for God, family, and faith.
Hey, those are 3 good morals to be living on.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. Got another one here for you. So,
right.
we're going to go back in the past a little bit. We're going to talk about your first project that you dropped back in 2017, Trap Misery. I just had a couple questions about how you feel the progression as an artist back then has gotten to where you are now.
So then, I was just running amok, doing it by myself, watching Lil Pump, Smoke Perp, Trippie Redd, Lil Peep, rest in peace, and seeing, okay, they're doing it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it, even though I was doing it.
Yeah.
Who is their producers? Hit them up. The power of social media.
Oh, of course.
Even then, even in 2016, 2017, when a lot of people were still taking naps and needing a label to do it. I
mean, shit, look at SoundCloud.
Exactly. And I've been on SoundCloud since 2012 on straight bullshit. Like, my whole story is on SoundCloud, from Just In Case You Forgot I'm a Demon to God Got Me Through the Darkness, Show Me Brighter Days, I've been hustling with demons that'll make you change, to my daughter speaking on music in a high chair when I wasn't in the best place. So my music back then was just blind faith.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, hit somebody up, they'll hit back. Now it's like, hit somebody up, they'll hit back. You know?
Yeah, now it's more focused.
Yeah.
It's more focused.
And I'm sober.
Not blind anymore.
And I'm sober.
Hey.
Excuse me. So.
Hey, proud of you.
Thank you. And then I was on Xanax, ketamine, Percocet, methamphetamine, Vicodin, Xanax again, footballs, bars, like every day. I would wake up and be like, good morning, get a Four Loko, put a Xanax in it, a pink Percocet in it, 2 or 3 muscle relaxers in it, chug it, get a Red Bull, put another Xanax in it, chug it, chew a Xanax, and be like, what we on?
Right, today's the day.
Every day. Bullshit. And so now it's like I wake up, I eat some edamame or whatever, that's what I ate this morning, however you say it. Some cucumbers in vinegar water with sugar and salt, whatever.
Okay.
Drink some
on the
coffee,
healthy
drink some water, smoke 30 cigarettes, you know.
Mostly healthy.
Yeah. But I got my vices, you know.
No, I feel you.
Shout out to vices, you know.
I used to smoke. I very recently got out of that.
That's
so.
good. That's good. That's good.
No, I understand.
I get it from my mama. She
Me too.
smokes a lot, you know, so you get it. And I look up to her like she's Maryland mom thug super mom. So,
Okay.
Yeah. So I probably would never stop smoking if she doesn't.
You know, I'm going to be honest. I told myself that too.
Yeah.
But I finished, I think, like a whole year before my mom did.
That's
So
nice.
I just kind of, I was working construction and I looked at it and I was like, I already hate what I'm doing, so I might as well stop the things that make me hate it more.
True that.
So.
And like with me, with my sobriety, I remember years ago I went to church with my dad and I was like, why the fuck does he look so happy? He was just glowing like, life is beautiful, computing. And I'm like, you're high as fuck in my mind, right? And he's like, no, I'm sober. And I was like,
He was on that sober head kick.
he was on that sober freaking God is real. And I was like, so either I'm the dumbest man alive or he's the dumbest man alive. But one of us is dumb right now.
Right.
You know, like there's no way I'm this high and happy and sad and he's this high and happy and not sad and I'm on every drug and he's on no drugs. And it was like an awakening, but at the same time, then I had created a clothing brand with him called Only God. It had an OG with a cross. And I created it on freaking Snapchat, you know, with my finger. And so I saw the power of God and the power of faith, but I didn't see it. I just was like, you know?
You were seeing it, but you weren't feeling it.
Yeah. And I wasn't accepting it. I was like, nah, I'm going to go back to my Xannies and my horrors and all that stupid shit. And I'm going to go back to selling drugs and praying to the devil and with my hellhound. And I had an Italian Mastiff named Margella who had a little cyst on his eye. He was a little baby Fetty Wap. You know, he'd fall asleep and I'd put a little Henny bottle under him and take pictures on X, formerly Twitter. You know, so then it was beautiful chaos.
Yeah.
Now it's beautiful chaos, but it's really not chaos. The music is just, it's raw.
It's just there.
It's just there. Yeah.
No, I got you.
Yeah.
All right, so I wanted to ask also, I know we touched a little bit on your creative process, but I wanted to get a little bit more touchy-feely on the subject.
Okay.
So what are some of your biggest inspirations? Let's talk about back whenever you were working on Trap Misery back in 2017.
Okay.
You told me a little bit about your stints you did in prison.
Yeah.
Give me a little bit of the inspiration from then and then just a little bit of what inspires you now.
So just to take it back to day zero, the first rap song I ever heard was Sipping on Some Scissor by 3 6 Mafia in my granny house. My cousin was playing it.
Classic.
DMX, Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood was the first album I believe that my mother bought me the clean version at Nebraska Furniture Mart, you know, and it was like so cool. Now when I was doing Trap Misery, my main inspiration, I swear to God, Lil Peep, XXXTentacion, and Ski Master Slump God, because I remember living in New Mexico, being at a drive-thru at a Blake's Lottaburger, and SoundCloud auto-played some kid named Makeout Hill. And I don't know if you know, Makeout Hill used to be XXXTentacion. That was his first name. So I remember hearing that maybe in 2014, maybe 15, and I was like, this shit is dope. And then I heard of XXXTentacion, and I put it together, and I was like, damn, he's been doing this. So it inspired me even more to have that mystique of being discovered, quote unquote, or saw by my fans, you know, and them being like, damn, he's been doing this.
Mm-hmm.
And so like that's why I always put 100% into my music, even when I did Trap Misery, which was my first debut album independently.
Mm-hmm.
Did it all in Phoenix, Create 1-8,
Mm-hmm.
and then the studio changed to Mesa a little bit, but it was all with one engineer. There were singles on there that were from like New Mexico, Las Vegas, and things like that, but the whole collective, the artwork I did all on my own on Acorn. Have you heard of Acorn?
I know what Acorn is. I'm not too familiar with it.
It's kind of like Adobe for Dummies, in my opinion, because it's so simple.
Yeah.
But I did it all. There's a picture of my grandfather on there, rest in peace. My uncle, free him. My mother, me. And there's a lot of cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. One sec.
Yeah. And so my inspiration now, and it's hard to say sometimes because when I was in prison, I watched, and you're not supposed to have idols, but I always have, because they lead by example.
Yeah.
And I believe I lead by example. So it's like I watched almost everyone I looked up to get murdered. Like XXXTentacion, PNB Rock, Pop Smoke, Takeoff. And it was kind of like, for me, it's not like I felt like there was something I was missing, but it was like, clearly, you need to take this as serious as you've ever taken it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
stakes are a lot higher now.
Exactly. And put the fucking drugs down. Put the, even though I don't gangbang, put all that shit behind. All the crimes that I was doing, I already went to prison for.
Yeah.
So don't revisit that shit. You know, put it in your music because it's you and it's 100% authentic, but don't let it take you again.
Yeah.
You know, because anybody knows in music, the streets is real. The streets is watching. And play around and get played with.
Yeah.
You know? And so for me, it's just like, I stay with my family. I stay with my fiance. I stay with some of my bros.
Yeah.
And the rest is just background noise.
Yeah.
Because for me, I don't need to go to the club. I don't need to have 30 bitches telling me how hot I am to get my juices flowing. All I need is some water, a cigarette, and a safe place. Because I'm not finna be at the club looking at all these women and men doing their thing, trying to find inspiration off someone else.
Yeah, of course. You got to take care of this first.
Yeah, always. Yeah. And so that's kind of how, like, my music comes together now. I'll sit in my house or my hotel room, wherever I may be at any given moment, and search through BeatStars. I haven't yet, because I haven't had the financial stability to yet work with the people that I want to work with, like Metro Boomin,
of course,
Mike Will Made It, Big Head again, Kilo Keys again, because he's fucking with 1017 Tough right now. Like, shout out Asian Doll.
Yeah.
And so Cash Cobain, I mean, I'm sure he's charging a ticket, which he very well should, because he's fucking up the East Coast. Wolfface Joey, you know, people that I want to work with, their producers, but I know that it's up with them. Like, it's up. They're already up there. Not it's up in that way, but they're already up there. They're already established in their own niche. Not to say that I'm not, but I'm not in the point, because I'm independent, to be able to just throw the money where it needs to go. And I'm patient. That's why my song Patience, you know, we're going to let that play, and it'll bring light into my mindset, because this is my first interview ever, bro. Like, video, in person. Like, I've done some stuff for underground, unsigned hip hop, I think it was called, way back in the day. Shout out Mateo in like 2016 for online radio. But for me, it's like, I can do it on my own. I don't need a label. I want to be signed. Shit. Like, you feel me? But it's still like, I know what I bring to the table, and I got 11 of these books, 300, 400, 500 songs I write every day. I wrote Fetty Wap in an hour. And the only reason it took so long is because people were sleeping in my hotel room. And I'm a respectful person, so I'm not going to be like, do like fucking jamming out. I was just laying in the bed, serene, wrote it, and so it's like, it's just what it is.
I got you. 1 second. Alright, we had to take a short break for a moment. We ended up having some technical issues that have since been resolved. I'm sure you guys will find that my audio was a little bit lacking, but
no biggie.
it's since been restored. So let's get back to our interview over here with Scottie Juug.
All right.
All right, and where do we leave off? You mentioned in your inspirations about now how you were just seeing people like P&B Rock, Nipsey Hussle, X, Pop Smoke, Takeoff, people like that used to be still are huge inspirations to you. You just kept seeing them get gunned down and just did so dirty by society and by all the powers that be and the way that they had to grow up to be able to survive and how it brought them to their ends.
Yeah.
How has that affected you personally?
So me personally, I mean, I was born in not the best place in Arkansas. Pine Bluff. Shout out Pine Bluff, A70. And so I didn't see my father go to prison, but he went to prison. But I watched my cousins, the way they grew up.
Yeah.
And then I would go back to the hood as a kid for summertime sometimes, spring break sometimes. But I, at a certain age, was really just raised in the suburbs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I didn't have to see all that all the time. But I chose to embrace it at a young age because my uncle was doing his thing in the streets and my cousins and some of my friends. So to me, it was always so cool back then.
Yeah.
So I embodied it and led myself on a path of a lot of shit.
Of course.
And as I was in prison, TMZ, shout out TMZ, and different places, Court TV, they would show what happened and explain it to a certain extent, but I didn't have YouTube.
Yeah.
So I couldn't really get in depth. So I had to come to my own conclusions from all the OGs in prison, all the gang members, whatever, that are in prison. Everyone knows that. Yeah. And they talked to me and they spoke to me and they gave me lessons and guidance as a man, as a father, as a role model of why they believe things happened.
Yeah.
Not because they were connected, but because they were solidified.
Anything from those encounters that you took to heart and still follow to this day?
So I talked to Twin. He's from California.
Yeah.
But he's locked up doing a life sentence in Arizona. And we used to talk every day when I first got out, but it brought me a lot of anxiety just because the feds.
Yeah.
But when I got out, he walked me to the gate. He gave me, I believe, $1,000. And he told me, don't look back. Don't hesitate. Don't go back. You know what I mean? And that's why I released a song. It's been out for a while called Walking Backwards. And the beginning is, tell me, can I count on you when I forget to count all my blessings because I'm stressing and I'm wilding out. People changing all around me telling me I changed. If you walked inside my shoes, you could not stay the same. And so with him, we would spin laps on the track and we would talk and he would tell me everything. And I would just keep it in and learn lessons from his struggles as an OG and as a solidified whatever. And so when I talk to people like that, Mexicans, blacks, Asians, whites, I mean, I'm not a racist, never have been. So I talk to everybody and I learn lessons from other people while also learning my lesson because I was in prison too for 6 years. So the way that it affects me, seeing those people pass and seeing their legacy turn from a reality to a legacy. Like everybody said for a long time, legends die young and things like that. And that's not that I don't believe that because it's real, but also look at Dre, look at Drake, look at Kendrick, look at Future, look at Jay-Z. Like, they're here.
Right.
So I read Gucci Mane's autobiography. I read Gucci Mane's Guide to Greatness.
Yeah.
Gucci Mane is doing it right now. I mean, he just posted something saying, I want to sign an artist for $1 million cash right now. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I fuck with 1017.
Shout out Gucci Mane.
Shout out Gucci Mane, for real. So I got the book in my backpack right now, and I can grab it, and it literally says, Gucci Mane will sign this. And it has the date that I wrote that in a prison cell. Yeah, let me see the book.
Okay, yeah. Let's see the show for the camera.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I live my life because it's just like the other one. There's 3 books in there. So it's like I noticed a lot of them not paying respect and not showing respect.
Yeah.
So you got the DOC number right there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
This is straight. My mama sent it to me from Walmart or Amazon.
Mm-hmm.
When I meet Guwap, have him sign here.
Okay.
February 4th, 2024.
Okay, yeah, you see that?
Look.
You see that?
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Nah, that's crazy.
Manifest.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Nah, that's...
Thank you.
Nah,
So-
I got faith.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
of course.
Yeah. So that's really it. When it comes to that topic, it's just like, for me, just me personally, in my opinion, how can I look up to someone for so long, like Gucci Mane or DMX, rest in peace, or Jay-Z or Lil Wayne or Drake or Kendrick, and look up to them for so long, or Future, and then get where I'm going and then be like, nigga, what?
Mm-hmm.
Like, you literally do, and Young Thug, you literally do certain things like how you dress, certain mannerisms because you were taught by these people willingly.
Yeah.
Some of them literally, some of them through the music and music videos,
Yeah.
but some of them literally, like
Yeah.
how I was telling you about Casino's mom.
Mm-hmm.
So like, it's not even like it's scary, it's just serious.
Yeah.
It's not even like it's fear, because fear is false evidence appearing real.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not even fear, though it may be for other people.
Yeah.
It's reality. Not virtual, you know what I mean? Even though everything's on the phone.
No, it's a real life.
Exactly. And it's like I was telling you, when I went to Summer 16, I went to I think the Up in Smoke tour. You remember that one with Kevin Gates?
Yeah, I remember.
I was standing outside a smoke shop, and we were trying to meet Wiz Khalifa.
Mm-hmm.
And so someone came and was like, hey, Wiz isn't showing. And then some dude came and was like, hey, don't leave. They're going to give out free tickets. And me and my bro were waiting in Tempe right by ASU
Okay.
for like 3 hours already. So I was like, free tickets, might as well wait. We met the owner of Raw, got to shake his hand, got an autograph hat, free wraps, and free tickets to the show. And it was dope. My scary ass at the time wasn't smoking there, you know what I mean? Wasn't breaking no laws because I was so annoyed.
Yeah.
I was like, this is way too cool to get pulled over smoking a blunt right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I was off his hands and shit, you know? But for me, it's always been like, even my first concert I ever went to, Schoolboy Q, back when he opened up, he had a show at the Hard Rock in Vegas. And I think that was 2013. I had just turned 18. And I even bought the Milk Crate bucket hat, $100, supported the brand.
Okay.
And I remember waiting outside, third in line. And I remember they came out and they're like, everybody that's under 21 to the back of the line. And I was like, fuck. And my friend was older. So I think his name was Craig. So he got to go in, and I just waited. The show was dope as fuck. But it was like kind of teaching me at a young age, just wait, bro. Like, no matter how early you are, no matter how fast you are, you gotta wait.
Good things come.
Yeah, good things come to those who wait. Yeah.
I was saying, hey, no, that's some wisdom, though.
Thank you.
All right, and then I had another follow-up question to that one, talking about specific people. How do you feel about what's going on in rap, in the state of rap and hip-hop as a whole right now?
So right now, my go-to is Sofago. Have you heard of him?
Yeah, I heard of him.
Babyface Ray, Mozzie, Kendrick. I haven't heard any of new Drake stuff, but I'm forever Drake stan. Like, forever Marvin's Room, forever Hate Sleeping Alone.
Okay.
Like, on my 18th birthday, I walked laps in the snow in Nebraska crying, listening to Hate Sleeping Alone. You know what I mean? On my 18th birthday. So I wouldn't give a fuck if Drake was like, I'm weird as fuck. I'd still be like, nigga. You know what I mean?
No, that's childhood.
Yeah.
That's growing up.
Yeah, and it's like, so the state of hip-hop now, just in my personal opinion, is how it's always been. There's just new faces clashing. You can take it back to Pac and Biggie. And this is just my opinion. Drake and Kendrick really are that big right now.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's like, who's to say who's Pac and Biggie? Not me. Who is who?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say. Like, is Drake Pac or is Drake Biggie, et cetera, et cetera. Because in my opinion, they're both playing chess.
Yeah.
Neither one of them's team is so little that they'd sit there and be like, king me.
They're over here playing 4D chess right now.
Exactly. Like, maybe 5D, So, like, to me, it's just like, it's cool, but it's not because
Yeah.
I've seen on the news different things that have happened. But it's cool because Drake is getting his time to really formulate. And Kendrick is he don't even need the time.
Oh yeah, he's 10 steps ahead every single time.
Always. As Drake may be too. Because I remember when he did Charged Up. And I was like, oh shit. And when he did Back to Back, the first Grammy nominated diss song ever in history. So
Shout out Meek Mill.
Shout out Meek Mill still. You know what I mean? Like, so it's like, for me, it's like my people was telling me, get on Not Like Us. Like, do your own version. And I did it, but I never released it because it was like too hot at the time.
Did it feel like kind of riding coattails?
Riding coattails, but also listening to other people who didn't really know what the fuck was going on.
They didn't know the culture or anything like that.
Poquito. You know what I mean? They knew a little bit, but not enough to make me jump on that motherfucking bandwagon.
No, yeah.
So I was in jail recently, just a little misdemeanor bullshit case. It's all handled. And I thought long and hard about what I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so I'm stuck between, and I might do both, a Hate Sleeping Alone remix, which I've already started,
Okay.
and a Not Like Us, shouting out Drake.
Oh.
And also saying, because a lot of people don't know, if you remember Fucking Problems, and you remember when Drake took Rocky, 2 Chainz, and Kendrick on tour with him, when he even said the label told me go with Riri and all this stuff.
Right, he said nah.
Exactly.
He said nah, I'm going to take the guys that I had this song with.
Exactly, and I'm going to take the next ones. So for me, it's like, it's not my business, but the way that I look at it is like, we all bros.
Right.
We all bros. We all going through shit. So if I had my way, they'll be straight.
Right.
But it's not me. It's not up to me.
Right.
So I'm going to speak my piece and put my Not Like Us out, shouting out Drake, talking about how he helped Kendrick get there, even though Kendrick was going to be there anyway. Can't nobody deny that. I listened to Overly Dedicated in 2012.
Oh, yeah.
So Section 80, like, you couldn't, if
Classics.
if it wasn't Drake, it could have been someone else.
Yeah.
But it was Drake. And that's facts. So for me, it's like, speak your truth,
That's right.
you know?
No, respect.
Yeah. And that's how I look at hip-hop today. I said Sofago because I don't know what song it is because I go through the internet so fast, but he has this video where he's like Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
Have you seen that one?
I haven't actually, no.
It might be Lyrical Lemonade. It might be something else, but it's dope as fuck.
That definitely sounds like some Lyrical Lemonade
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. He's like Beetlejuice, and he's shrinking and getting big, and he's rapping hard as fuck. And like for me, his visuals, as are Tizo Touchdown. If you heard of him, he's from Beaumont.
Oh, yeah, no, I love Tizo Touchdown.
I fuck with him. That new song Daylight with him, Cash Cobain, and I think Lancey Foe, something like that, is cool as fuck. It's been my anthem every morning. Like so. With certain people, and I'm heavily influenced by the West Coast, but also heavily influenced by the East Coast.
Yeah.
And then also super heavily influenced, because I'm from down south, by people like Sauce Walker, the Mexican
Sauce
OT. Yeah. I mean, Lil Baby. You know what I mean? Like, when I see them in their Tesla Cybertruck, I'm like, I'm getting one.
You're like, that's going to be me.
Yeah, that's going to be me, and mine's is going to be just as cool, but different. You know? And I seen Sauce Walker just got a brand new pink Tesla Cybertruck with a Transformer logo.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
What's cooler than that?
Right.
And he's one of the dopest people coming out of Texas right now. And I watched the interview with him, and he was talking about his label being like an apartment complex.
Yeah.
And he owns the whole building. And his artists under him are generating income, but he owns the building.
Yeah.
So he's independent, but he owns his own label and he signs other people. And it's just like, he said something, I believe, and I could be mistaken. He makes $40,000 a month
Okay.
off of streaming and YouTube views.
Damn. Is that just is that what splits with artists that he's doing?
That's
Did he
him.
even admit
That's in
just
his
him?
pocket. And then his artists get their just due.
Of course.
So it's like, my little sister, she works with, I forget dude's name, but he's a really good dude. He's Sauce Walker's manager. And she is being kind of managed by him.
Yeah.
And she's being treated lovely. She's being taught a lot of stuff in the music industry.
Yeah.
And she's got videos out, and she's been in Jamaica, and she's in Barbados, and she's in, you know what I mean? And so for me, it's just like the state of hip hop right now is beautiful chaos.
Yeah.
You know?
Everyone kind of coming into their own, realizing
Yeah.
fuck the label, because like
Yeah,
you
for
can beat the
real.
label. What
You
are they
can.
doing?
Yeah, and if you've got the vision, if you got the mindset, if you've got just enough money, what do you need a label for? To
That's
fuck
what-
you?
Shit. Even without the money, you can still get by. I mean, shit. As long as you got one of these things,
For sure.
then
For sure.
you can do whatever you want.
And I got mine right here with Demon Slayer. I forget dude's
Who
name.
we got? Who we
Who
got?
is that?
Okay, we got Inosuke on there.
In how you say it?
Inosuke.
Inosuke, Juice World, and then I got a sticker, Monsters Are My Friends. And then this is a coffee shop I went to earlier, right under here. It was cool as fuck. Mystical Coffee.
Mythical
Coffee.
Okay.
In Scottsdale.
Okay.
Dope as fuck. I
Okay.
got some cookie butter, cold foam, white girl drink.
Oh come on,
Yeah.
come on.
It was cool though.
I can't say shit. I'm from up north. I'm from coffee country, so
Where's that at?
up north, Washington State.
That's what's up.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. I've
Yeah.
never been. I think the furthest up north I've been is Baltimore, or is that east?
That's east.
Okay, so I don't. Shit. Colorado?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, just one above us.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. Okay, yeah. So I was flying back and forth from Arizona to Colorado fighting a case before I went to prison.
Yeah.
So I was just moving and grooving, meeting people. I met. Have you ever heard of Alaska's Very Own?
No,
So he, at the time, remember the Yeezus tour?
I do remember the Yeezus tour with Kendrick again.
Yeah, and Lil Yachty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's the right one. So I met Alaska. Well, whichever tour Yeezy did with Yachty,
Yeah. Yeah.
and it might have been with Kendrick, but I might be getting them mixed up. I could look it up. Anyway, I met this dude on a plane
Mm-hmm.
going to fight my case, Alaska's Very Own. Shout out Alaska.
Mm-hmm.
And he had this freaking lanyard that was like holographic, and he was
Okay.
sitting right next to me.
Mhm.
And I was like, "Hey, bro, like, what is that?" And he was like, "Oh, I'm Kanye West's something." And I was like, "Damn!" I was like, on the plane, like, "What the fuck?"
What you mean, like his
He said he was-
liaison or something like that?
He said he was like his creative marketing PR, like something crazy.
Some crazy industry name.
Right, and that I didn't know, but the holographic fucking pat, like, you know what I mean, was
Like,
like,
shit. That's real.
yeah, that, like, I was like, okay, calculate what you should say. First thing I did was, hey, bro, I do make music, you know, check this song out. He put his headphones in, and he was like, it's good, bro, but you need to be better. Excuse me. And so for me, it was like, facts. And then we started talking, and he started crying out of nowhere. And I was listening to Flashing Lights,
Okay.
and he was doing whatever he was doing. And I was like, what you crying about, bro? And he was like, my bitch. Like, she's broke my heart. She cheated on me. And I didn't check him, but it was like a reality check. Because I was like, what? You're crying about that? And you're Kanye West's whatever? And you're going to freaking Minnesota right now to see Lil Yachty open up for Kanye, and you're crying about a bitch? Like, bro, what kind of car do you drive? He's like, oh, Mercedes Maybach. And I'm like, so what are you tripping on?
Right, what are you crying about?
Yeah, like, I understand it hurts to get your feelings hurt by a female, but that's a bitch. If she's gonna cheat on you when you have all that money, all that success, that's not the one. And he was like, for sure. And we had a good conversation. We exchanged Snapchat information, and then that was that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not in contact with him anymore because it's been like 9 years.
Yeah.
But for me, it was like an eye opener to just how easy shit is. I mean, this dude was just
Me and by chance.
by chance, yeah, or by destiny.
I mean, shit. I feel
Yeah.
I just fucking what was it? A couple weeks ago, I was recording one of the starters for ASU's fucking Sun Devils.
That's
the
what's
other day.
up.
Yeah, he was in
Yeah.
here recording the other day.
That's what's up.
Just
Shout
kinda
out
meet people by
ASU.
chance.
I always think about James Harden. Yeah.
Okay.
And my little sister, I used to go watch her games from Millennium High School, and she won a state championship when I was in prison. And I love going to ASU. You know, I haven't been. I think the last time I went and hiked up A Mountain. And so, like you said, just chance, fate, destiny, whatever you call it. It's just like when you're working your ass off, it seems like people who are working their ass off just bump shoulders with you.
Oh yeah.
You know?
It's also keeping that, at least in my opinion, it's keeping that energy about you. Like something's gonna happen,
Yeah.
and then eventually the universe is gonna recall everything that you've been saying or feeling it for the last several years, and it's gonna be like, oh, well, here's some shit, and just throw it at you.
For sure.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, it's like, real quick, is this some shit or is this some real shit?
Yeah.
Because the life that I lived for a really long time, I was always just stepping in shit. Stepping in a lot of shit. So my sister explains it to me very well because she's very intelligent. She's in college right now for architecture.
Mm-hmm.
She plays college basketball. She's also a rapper. She also has her own clothing brand, Yukio Worlds. Yukio Worlds. Yukio.
Okay.
And it's like based upon an art period
Huh.
from Japan, I believe.
Okay.
And so she's super smart, in touch with the universe and things like that. And she helps me to get grounded sometimes.
Yeah.
And so it's like, it's too easy. You know?
Yeah.
It is.
Okay.
As long as I'm focused.
Yeah.
And as long as I'm grounded.
You know, from this conversation, it sounds like you got your eyes on the ball right now. So
Appreciate that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. 1 second.
Yeah.
Just gotta make sure it's still recording. Computer went to sleep.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Looks like we're wrapping up or getting towards the end of the show. Any final thoughts for anybody out here? Any reason why they should listen to your music?
I think, really, I know you should listen to my music if you've ever been in a dark place, you're in a dark place, you're thinking about suicide, you're thinking about committing a crime, you're thinking about joining a gang. Listen to my music and realize you're going to go to prison. If you keep thinking about suicide and you don't get help, you're going to kill yourself. Like, for real. I've been there. I was in a moment where the only thing I felt like I could do was text the suicide hotline.
Yeah.
And I did it. And I'm here.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
Hey, I guess it was meant to be then, right?
For sure. And, like, I didn't want to talk to my mom. I didn't want to talk to my sister. I didn't want to talk to my girlfriend. But something was so strong telling me, like, but it's not your time.
Yeah.
And it's not your choice.
Yeah.
To be like, I'm an OD on pills.
Right.
And so I texted the suicide hotline and I got help. And then I sent my location. The ambulance came. They either pumped my stomach or I blacked out. They did something. And I'm here. And then I went to rehab and I got right. So my thing is, like, if you just want to see somebody who's been fucked up for 27 years. I'm 29 now.
Yeah.
Listen, look, learn. Whatever you want to do, whatever you get from it. Like, even if you're like, fuck that nigga, still, that's cool. Because at the end of the day, I haven't been everywhere, but I've been a lot of places. And I haven't been, like, I have been at the bottom. I have been walking through the flames, you know? And I know that a lot of people feel like that. I see it. And it's like, if you just want somebody who can speak to the youth, speak to the pain, about the pain, and see a smile at the end of the day. And it's not an evil one. Like,
Yeah.
then sincere. Then just listen and watch and help me help you help us. You know what I mean? Because, yes, the industry is dark, but where does light come from?
Yeah.
Where do you see the most light?
Of course.
In the dark.
Yeah.
You know? And when I was in prison, the light was like
It was a pinhole.
a pinhole. And I was just like, it's still there. It never turned off.
Yeah.
That's why I made these books. Like, this is the one that's got my second album that's coming out called Remember When You Forgot About Me. It used to be called, you can see right here, Pink Paper Airplanes.
Pink Pepper Airplanes. What's that mean?
So that came from being in prison. One of my first days in the rec yard, I saw an airplane. And it just made me cry, but I couldn't cry. There's too many niggas around. So I held it in, and then I was thinking, like, what could I have to ground me in this crazy world that I'm in?
Yeah.
In prison when I was there. So I made a paper airplane. You know, it wasn't pink. We didn't have pink paper at the time. But so that's where that came from, and it very well may still be an album.
Okay.
But when I get to a certain level, Remember When You Forgot About Me is about prison. Pink Paper Airplanes is more about flying, and
Okay.
I'm there.
Okay.
And then the one I'm doing now is She Gon' Jane Doe You. A lot of people know what that means, but a lot of people don't. And it's not like literal,
Yeah.
But it's like if you keep fucking with these crazy ass bitches and these women who are, I mean, I was in a situation, bro, full disclosure. I was getting topped off and I was falling asleep and I woke up to see the female with my phone in her hand, her phone in her hand, face IDing me, and it said accept or send an $800 Apple Pay. Like, and I was like in bliss, like, oh, but then I'm like,
Then you woke up and you're like, what the fuck?
what the fuck, you know? And so that's when the idea started formulating, like, it's a crazy world, but it's only as crazy as much as you allow it in.
Yeah.
And I was allowing that shit in, fucking with bitches off Snapchat and shit like that. To each his own. But I got a fiance now,
Yeah.
so it's a good place to end it. And I smoke a lot of Newports. I still smoke Marlboros.
Show
Yeah,
the
you know
camera,
what I mean?
Get that endorsement. Get the endorsement.
Classic nigga. But I, you know,
Hey, I'm still trying to get the Snapple endorsement, so.
what's up with the Snapple endorsement? What's up with the Starbucks? You know, I used to fuck with the geek bars. I still do.
Me too.
But my
Me
bro
too.
told me about Off Stamp. I don't know if you heard of it.
No.
Just switch
Oh.
them out. I got one in my bag.
Okay, that's
So
different.
yeah, it's just
Oh, that's dope.
yeah.
Okay.
And they're a little bit cheaper. This was $12. Yeah.
Okay.
So the real endorsement I want though is Apple. I'm Apple everything.
Okay.
I misplaced my Apple Watch. I'm finding it. Find my iPhone is real. And so I'm going to find it. I lose a lot of shit because I move real fast sometimes when I'm by myself, just writing music, shopping. You know, I just recently copped a Hellstar shirt. Shout out Hellstar. And then what I got on right now, the eBay Dunks. Have you ever heard of those?
No, I actually haven't.
So these are the eBay Dunks.
Okay.
They got a, this is the coolest part.
Okay.
Dad holding his son.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. You want to show the camera real quick?
Yeah, so they're a little hot. You know what I mean? We're in Phoenix.
It's hot as a bitch out here.
For sure. So, got the dad holding his son. I believe that would be patent leather, huh? Something. The
Probably,
click-
probably some faux leather or something like that.
Something.
I don't think they can kill cows for leather no more.
Okay. Okay. So, got the clear leather, whatever. Got the icy bottom, kind of candy cane look. So these are the eBay Dunks, like $375. The pants are Rockstar Original, 3 for $100.
Okay.
Discount rack. And this is the flare. If you've ever seen them, how they kind of flare out at the bottom.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know who started it, if it was New York or Texas, but I got it from Sauce Waka. Shout out Waka. I got the Stolen Arts. Oh, it was jamming in my gut.
Okay.
So I got the Stolen Arts. My little sister bought it for me. The whole thing spins.
Hell yeah.
Not too expensive
Got
either.
the
Like
Takashi belt.
Takashi Murakami. Yeah, $150.
$150?
$150.
Nah, that's good price right there.
Cheaper than BB Simon. Like, and then I got the Supreme. Can never go wrong with the Supreme. Ghetto Boys. Shout out Rap A Lot Records.
Yup.
Shout out Houston. This one is old too, like super rare.
Oh yeah,
I
you can
got
see it.
Yeah,
You can
I
see
got
the
it.
age in it.
You know Wang's Closet?
No.
Okay, it's in Tempe. So I got it from Wang's Closet, like Wang.
W-A-N-G.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
Wang's Closet. Friendship bracelets. All these were made by my fiance. I usually have the ones I made, and then this is from Etsy, and it's got like a watermelon, a painter thing, two cherries,
Okay.
apple. Shout out Apple. You know. So that's me, man. Like I put it on every day. Car wash, coffee shop, because I'm a eclectic person,
That's right.
eccentric, stuff like that.
Yeah.
I don't have a dictionary, but I know those are the right words, you know. And so yeah, man, that's really it. Like these are my books. I have 11 of them. This is the newest. Like I made the song "Made It Out," which was my first song I released when I got out of prison. See, there's even a book right here that I've been reading. The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle.
Oh, I know Eckhart Tolle.
Yeah. And I wrote that down when I was in rehab recently. So Made It Out. This is one of the more recent. I got out May 30th of this year. But this is actually Peacocks in the Hood.
Okay.
And this is from after I got out.
Okay.
And I'll just give you a little sample.
Nah, go ahead.
Make the right choice when you step up that bitch. Don't bust that bitch. Them demons want your head. Summer is my favorite season. Please, baby, don't end. Please, baby, don't sin, but come and kill this dick. And once you done, come be my drum. I'll pound on you again. Lego do the peacock where they re-rock and free bass. Hello, I am visible. If not, shit, I'm okay. If not, I'm not afraid. I wake up in the grave. I wake up, then I pray. And that's just, I got a lot of shit. But this one is what I was looking for. Made it out the day before I got out.
Yeah.
Like right there, May 29th, 2024. The day before I got out, stayed up from 1:50 p.m. to 10 p.m. Got out at what? 6, 7 in the morning? 5? 8 in the morning. So what I got, probably no sleep. And this one was the first one I released. And we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
Big Bro sent a band to my app before I went home. I wrote down the recipe and told him we gonna be on. When I hit the county, seen that plea, that shit put fear in me. Made a way, then made it out, then turned into a realer me. I ain't never fold, I never told, that shit be rare as fuck. Young niggas that pushed the line, I swear that they was scared of us. I see niggas eat off mail, got hungry, started eating too. You ain't been where I done been, I probably will not speak to you. I made it out.
Okay.
So
okay.
it's
No,
all
that's
here.
real.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course.
It's all here. Like Lil Uzi, Post Malone, Rico Nasty, my favorite porn star, Janice Griffith. Like Doja Cat. The album Remember When You Forgot About Me, which was created in 2023. So it's not even like this is my old computer from before I went to prison.
Yeah, I see you got, what is that? Is that Quavo?
Yeah.
You got fucking Thug.
Yeah.
Got, no, who, I don't know who that is.
Kylie Jenner.
Kylie-
Yeah. It's a meme.
Yeah, that's a meme-worthy
Yeah,
phrase.
for sure. Lil Yachty, Obama, Arkansas Razorback, Supreme, XXXTentacion, before he was dead. I put this sticker on there. Playboy Cardi, now he's fucking that guy. He's been that guy, though.
Right.
Kanye West, remember 808s and Heartbreak?
Still listen to this day.
For sure. That's Wayne's Closet sticker right there. And then on the back, like a Rolling Stone skateboard logo. Then on the back, Supreme, whatever that is. Pussy builds strong bones at laropa.life.
Nah,
My sister gave me that.
That's real.
Yeah. And then there's a Supreme sticker. Supreme, if you ever leave me for another girl, I'll cut off your you-know-what. These are all old, cursed. And then cannabis with syrup, 1 pint. Because I used to sip that a lot. I wasn't sipping lean, really. I was sipping THC syrup. Because lean is a lot.
Nah.
Yeah, I'm good.
You be out there sounding like Wayne sometimes.
Yeah.
No disrespect, but...
Bro, I call myself the light-skinned Lil Wayne. Like, I fuck with Wayne. I Am Not a Human Being Part 2. I remember living at my granny's house. My little female at the time, Morgan, she had flaming red hair. We were in community college. And she would pick me up in her little hot box. It wasn't stolen, but it was a clunker. And we'll smoke weed and fuck and take drugs. And I would just dream, and she would just listen.
Yeah.
You know? And that's when I Am Not a Human Being 2 had just came out. She used to be a little white girl. That's my gun walk, nigga. That's my gun walk, you know? So I got a lot of good memories of Wayne, especially only once the drugs are gone do I feel like dying. I remember that when I was in junior high. And I was doing a lot of drugs. And so, like, I think the first song that really turned me into prescription pills, you remember Lil White?
No.
Oxycontin, Xanax bars, Percocets, and Loratabs. Anyway, it's a famous song from back then. I heard it and I was like, Oxycontin, Xanax bars, Percocets, and Loratabs. And I'm a smart kid. I was a smart kid. So I just Googled it. And I'm like, I'm going to try some Oxycontin, Percocet, Xanax
Where do I
bar.
get this?
Exactly. And it wasn't even on Google, like, where do I get this? It was like, I was in the suburbs, so I'd ask my white friends, like, hey, you ever heard of Oxycontin? And they'd be like, nigga, my mom takes it every day. So I was like, my mom wasn't taking that stuff. She was just smoking cigarettes, you know? So for me, I was like, so we can just take 2, which became 4, which became 6, 8, 16, 32, you
As
know?
it typically does.
Right. And so I'm grateful for my drug-induced shit that I went through, but I haven't touched hard drugs or prescription pills since 2021.
Yeah.
So, and I've been that was even before I got out. I got out this year. So when I was in there,
Yeah.
heroin, meth, I don't know how the fuck it got in there, but I was doing it.
I got a few ideas, but I'm not gonna share them on this podcast.
You know what I mean? So I was like everything. When COVID hit, it hit, bro, and we were all zombies. Like to the point of our families were hurting. They were poor.
Yeah.
Like everyone was relying on stuff that they never had to rely on before.
Yeah.
And I was in there so sad, so hurt, so lost, so on heroin.
Yeah.
Like, and this book, the first one, Don't Hang Up and Just a Baby, were wrote on heroin. Like, that's what it is.
Yeah.
And so I pray a lot, man, for the youth. And when I say the youth, I mean like 25 and under, because I feel like it's hard to get someone who's older than you to listen to you, just me personally. So I pray for the people who look up to us, that we can be better leaders.
Yeah.
And that's it, bro.
All right. Anything else? Any final things you want to plug real quick? You want to throw up your Instagram in there or anything like that?
Yeah. So my Instagram is @Scottie Juug, TikTok @Scottie Juug, X/Twitter @Scottie Juug.
That's with 2 U's.
With 2 U's, yes sir. SCOTTIEJUUG. Call me Scotty Too Hottie, Scottie Pippen. I heard it before. Just go to Google and type in Scottie Juug. My Spotify's doing numbers right now. I'm figuring the algorithm out, and it's working.
Yeah.
Apple Music is what I use personally.
Yeah.
I mean, I use everything Apple, but Spotify has a way of connecting with what's relevant.
It's got a different playlisting algorithm.
Yeah, and I don't know what Apple Music does. Like, you feel me? But I know that they're on top of their shit. And so, like, just because I have an iPhone, just because I have a MacBook, I use Apple. So, shout out Apple.
All right. Well, I think we're going to close this out. This has been Scottie Juug. I've been Coltrane. This has been Demon Studios. We'll get you next time.
For sure.
So I'ma stay up and let her fall asleep on the phone. Emoji this emoji that, my baby talking pictures. I cannot commit to you if you ain't met my sister.